Okay, so first of all, conversations are not just I'm happy or I'm hungry. There's so much more to conversations and sounding natural when speaking in English, like reacting to news or getting excited about something. So today we're going to cover some real daily English that people always use, including me. First of all, starting a conversation. Now, that might sound simple, but here are some tricks that you can use to sound even more natural when you start a conversation. You meet your friend, you say hi. Some people might say, how do you do? Please don't say that. Nobody says that, I promise. So here's what I would say. Hey, how are things? So say it with me. How are things? Great. Okay. Very casual, very friendly. So it's kind of the same as saying, how are you or how's it going? But it's even warmer and even more friendly. So for example, last week I called my friend Emma. She picked up the phone and I said, hey, how are things? So I haven't spoken to Emma in a long time. If you ask how are things, you're kind of asking about all the things that person is going through in their life right now. So it's very personal, very friendly. Sorry, and Emma might reply something like, oh, things are great. I just got a new job. I moved to a new city. And she might go on to tell me all the things that are going on in her life. Okay, next, staying positive. So let's talk about the bad days. Now, I'm kind of a glass half full type of person. Do you know that phrase? I'll tell you, what it means is you like to see the positive side of things, even if things are not going very well. So here are some phrases that I use all the time and a lot of native speakers use. Number one, it could be worse. So last week my computer crashed and to be honest, I was really concerned. The whole thing just disappeared, gone. I was upset, but I tried to stay positive and I thought to myself, well, it could be worse. I had all of my other videos saved, so it was fine. Okay, number two, at least. I love this one. So last week I was cooking and I burned all of the food. I looked at my boyfriend and I said, well, at least we have ice cream. So that just means you've got something, so it could be worse. Okay, number three, oh well. This one is simple but powerful. So if something goes wrong and you just let it go, for example, I missed the bus. Oh well. You could also add, it could be worse to that too. Spilled your coffee? Oh well. These two little words can make life so much easier. Okay, next, showing excitement. Okay, now let's talk about the good days and when things are going really well. It's easy to say, it's good. But to be honest, that's pretty boring. This is just one word, but it can be very powerful. The word is ever. For example, I just had the best coffee ever. That new series, the best show ever. So here's the trick. We use the word ever after, and that just stresses how good it was or how excited it made us feel. Okay, next, reacting to surprises. Okay, picture this. Your friend tells you something that's crazy and you want to react and show how surprised you are. What can you say? So you could say, what? No way. You're kidding. My friend told me she was moving to Canada last week out of nowhere. And I said to her, what? No way. You cannot be serious. I sounded really shocked because I was. Here are some examples. Your friend says, I won the lottery. You can say, what? No way. Your coworker says, I'm quitting my job tomorrow. What? You're kidding. Your cousin says, I'm getting married next week. What? No way. Are you serious? Here we also added, are you serious as well? This is kind of similar to you're kidding. Okay, now we're going to look at reacting to good news. When you hear something amazing, you want to sound happy, right? So here are some things you can say when you're reacting to some good news. Wow, oh my gosh, I'm speechless. Really? So wow is simple and perfect. So really, we can use that when we're surprised and excited at the same time. And if something is so amazing, you can't find the words, you could say, wow, I'm so speechless. So here are some examples. Your friend says, I just got promoted. You can say, wow, really? That's amazing. Your sister says, I'm having a baby. Oh, wow, I'm so speechless. Congratulations. Your classmate says, I just passed the exam. Really? That's so good. So these are short, simple, and natural, and native speakers use them all the time. Okay, next, talking about the news. You might hear this word in English a lot. This word is apparently. It's super common and it basically means I heard. So for example, apparently it's going to rain tomorrow. So that means you're not 100% sure it's going to rain, but you heard it somewhere. You can also say, I've heard. So I've heard this new restaurant is amazing. Here are a few more examples. Apparently, they've opened a new shopping mall in town. I've heard our team might get a new manager. Apparently, this movie is based on a true story. So these phrases help you sound like you're involved in a conversation, not just listening to it. Finally, let's talk about making plans. So here are two phrases that I use all the time. Do you fancy going for a walk? So this is a very British phrase to use. It's very casual and very soft. It's kind of like a friendly way to ask someone if they would like to do it. So, do you fancy a cup of tea? Next, shall we do something? Shall we grab a coffee? So, shall we basically means would you like to? This sounds a little bit more gentle and more natural than saying would you like to or do you want to? So here are a few more examples. Do you fancy watching football tonight? Or shall we go to the park later? So these are short and simple and exactly what native speakers say when they might be making some plans. All right, guys, that's it for today. So please keep practicing these phrases. Quick recap, what did we go through today? So, starting conversations, staying positive, reacting to news, and making plans. The more you practice and use these phrases, the more natural you will sound. So, please pick up the phone, chat with your friend today, and try to use some of these phrases. Okay, thanks so much, guys. See you next time.